Hello, this is Kazuyoshi Hisano. Thank you for coming to this podcast program. The title of the program is Habits Craft for Your Future, Transforming Thoughts and Actions. So I've been talking about the gold vision, the feed forward, the ideas and approaches that will help you become successful, happy, and fulfilled. And as part of that, habits is a very important element, which we know, but we tend to forget. And one of the important habits is that you will learn how to put the best at the important moment and perform well at such moments. And these doesn't have to be a super big moment, but those small but important moments will be cumulatively make a change to everybody's life. So in this series, I've been talking about let's focus on those small but important moments, and let's discuss how we're gonna be able to do good at those moments. And in the course of talking about this, I've received several questions from people, and so therefore, these couple of times I've been talking about and trying to answer the questions that I've received from them. Basically, they are asked in Japanese because I'm Japanese, but I'm going to translate the question in English, and therefore you would be able to understand. So the question was like this. This week's question, Well, I struggle to perform good when I be distracted in the middle of something. Like when I'm presenting something and somebody had a question, but that is not the question that is intended to be talked at that moment, and it's a different thing. Or I've been suddenly asked a question and my mind will pause or white out, black out, whatever you say. It's just I lose my concentration, and then I really struggle to come back to the original mode. Simply said, distracted after that. But so this always happened like that. I'm doing something, you're doing something, and something happened, and then I totally get lost to that question or to that something, and then I try to come back, but I am still distracted. I cannot go back to the original pace. That was the question. What should I do, and how can I do that? Right. First of all, let's understand that this does happen to everybody. So this is not only specific to anybody who has asked the question. So my first word is that don't worry, this happens to everybody in the same manner. It's not just you. It's not that you are not enough, not good enough. It's just how human being seems to be are made. So don't worry. And there are 2 points that you want to recover as soon as possible. And hopefully you want to avoid such thing to happen. And actually avoiding is not easy. So let's first talk about how to recover quickly. And I'm starting to feel that like I'm talking about the same thing always. But again, in order to recover the situation, you need to relax. And relax will be always required to have a relaxed deep breath. Okay, you can breathe from your nose, you can breathe from the mouth, whichever doesn't matter that much. And of course, in the traditional books, it was written that you need to breathe from the nose, which is okay. And I understand, but still, it's okay to breathe in whatever way, from the nose, from the mouth. Don't care about that. So if you breathe slowly, and then your mind will become clearer compared to the moment that you get lost. That's number one. Relax. Loosen your arms. Shake your body a little bit. Maybe you can do something with your neck, turn around. All those kind of things will bring you back to your track. All right? And forget about number two, how other people perceive you. We seem to be, as a human being, are an animal of feeling shame. Well, to be honest, I don't know if this is only for the human being, because the chihuahuas that I'm living with, when he slips, we are not on the carpet, we are on the wooden floor. So when he slips, he seems to be ashamed of what has happened. So I don't know if this is only limited to human being, but in any case, so if you start to feel a little bit ashamed of what you have or put in, like you seem to be lost, don't worry. This happens to everybody. Just get back to the track, and you could talk about that. Oh, the sudden question have brought me to any situations that I got lost, or whatever you can explain that. That doesn't show your weakness. It shows rather your strength and confidence to accept what has happened. So don't worry, just relax. All right. So don't worry about how other people perceive you. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. And it's not even, doesn't matter. What matters is what you are doing and what you are going to keep doing. So how other people perceive does not play a huge role. Right? So you get back to the track. And third one, you want to avoid this. Yeah, I understand. So we want to avoid this. So I'm talking about myself. Because I know that it happens that I black out and lose control of situation. I know this deeply. So my preparation is like this. This is not easy. But to make it perfect, I'm doing this. So if you don't have to pursue for perfection, however, there are ways to do that so that you will not get lost. I prepare everything in detail. Mentally, physically. Sometimes I create a paper for the people around me. Sometimes I do the mental rehearsal, like a visualization, to think about such situation and prepare what's going to happen in every possibilities. I don't think I can, but I try to imagine those situations so that I will feel comfortable when I am, even something has happened. So again, I'm talking about that. You don't need to pursue for the perfection. Never. You don't. I don't think you should. But these things will happen, and sometimes somebody does this intentionally. And I don't want to talk about it that much. But sometimes this is a skill that you can distract somebody by asking something different. But even if that does not happen with a bad intention, this has happened. So what I say is that if you want to avoid that, the preparation is going to be the very, very key thing that could play a central role. So the more you prepare, you have more control over this. Like you can prepare for any question, you can prepare for any accident, don't have to be perfect mentally. And then, even so, the things that happened and you have lost your concentration, then you take a deep breath, relax, loosen your arms, and then you come back. And you could talk about the fact that you got lost. You don't have to be worrying about that. You don't need to be a perfect superstar. Just as a human being, things that happen, and that will attract people that you are working with or you are presenting to. Right? Does it make sense? Okay, thank you for listening to me again, and look forward to speaking with you. This update will come, I guess, every week or every 2 weeks. So I'm gonna be preparing for another topic so that we can have a nice chat. Right, thank you very much, and look forward to speaking with you again. It was Kazuyoshi Hisano. Bye bye.